if I were Conte, I would go a little bit more deeper into a low block against the Zidane team and try to punish them on the counter, because that's been the blueprint to stop Real Madrid this season. You give them space like Barcelona did, and I think that's going to be trouble for them. And I think what you saw against Mönchengladbach and against AC Milan, and even in other games like Lazio and Napoli, their transition defense is really good, but if your passing is good enough, you can get past them quickly, and they will leave a lot of space for runners in behind their defensive line. So there's that. But one thing that I think we catch a break in is that Lukaku is not playing tomorrow, and that's huge. And Lukaku, every time I watch him play this season, I think he's awesome. I don't know why world football just doesn't talk about him like more than we do. Like, I think he's fantastic. I think he's a player who is just basically so hard to stop, not only because of his frame, but because he's actually such a good dribbler. He's so good at picking defenders' pockets, dropping deep. He can do so many things. And immediately what I thought about mostly when I was watching the Milan derby was like he would just make these runs to the far post and meet across, like coming in from Inter's left side, which would be, then he makes this run on the far post, which would be where Teo Hernandez was, and he would just leap and like nothing could stop him. Like it's as if he would just leap and just dunk over Teo. And my thought immediately went to like, if that's Marcelo, that's in trouble, because what was also happening to Teo that game when he was having a nightmare was Achraf was just like raining terror on the right wing and just murdering Teo over and over again. And so I thought to myself, that can't be Marcelo. When Lukaku is not there, that makes it a little bit easier. But I also do think still it has to be Mendy in this game. I think Achraf is vulnerable defensively. I think Inter can be vulnerable defensively in transition. But I also think they can rain terror offensively in transition. And I think if you play like the kind of the Cadiz blueprint, where you have a bunch of the ball, you have no idea how to penetrate the half space or the wing, and then all of a sudden, like Casemiro's in the box and your wing backs are at the corner flag and Varane's like, oh, thanks guys. I'll try to deal with this. I don't know if I can. That's going to be difficult to deal with. Again, easier with Lukaku out of the lineup, but still going to be difficult. And the other thing was, well, I think Inter are also pretty technically gifted. Like, some of the passes I've seen Vidal hit into the box this season have been really good. Barella has been really good. So they also have like technical ability and a slower build up too. But I think that this is going to be pivotal. And the other thing was Inter have a lot of width defensively. So if Zidane was to just pump a lot of crosses in, Inter are very good at just denying those crosses. That's just one thing to think about.
Yeah, and I would definitely, I just don't think this is a game for Marcelo at all, especially with Achraf on that side. You got to go with Mendy, even if that means Lucas Vazquez at right back. Hopefully he's fit. But at this point, I can't trust Marcelo in this type of game. I'm just not there right now.
So your starters are about the same that we saw against Huesca?
Well, Marcelo played against Huesca, didn't he? So
I meant an attack and midfield, I guess. Sorry.
Oh yeah. So Asensio, I think this is what it's going to be. I think it's going to be Asensio, Benzema, Hazard. I think Cruz, Casemiro, Valverde. It'll be interesting to see if it's Cruz or Modric, but I think it's going to be Casemiro, Valverde, and then Lucas, Varane, Ramos, and Mendy.
Sounds about right. Hoping that Odegaard was going to squeak in the squad, but he didn't make it. And still no sign of Carvajal and Nacho and Odriozola, although they were training with the team yesterday and today, but not enough to make the squad. So pivotal game tomorrow. We'll be back, by the way. We're going to do a live podcast with Ewan tomorrow night. So I will send out Zoom details later tomorrow at some